So I'm here. I don't know how this message is gonna flow through verbally, but I've been having a lot of questions in mind. First and foremost, thank you that you're here. It's beautiful that you're here. I don't know if I'm gonna post this, but this is something I'm thinking about. I just got up to go on my walk, and this time frame for my life has been me trying to seriously redefine the life that I'm used to. I'm trying to undo people pleasing. I'm trying to undo the cycles that get me hurt, where I somehow unintentionally subject myself to unhealed people in terrible situations that cause me trauma. I have been able to hold myself accountable in a very fair way, be my own teacher, and challenge my ego. And in challenging ego, it's not easy. You can be a very profound person, a very spiritual person, a very emotionally mature and intelligent individual, but we still have so much of life that we don't have the answers on. And so we are no better than the next, but no one is better than us. And the knowledge that we hold is a great knowledge. What I've been thinking about are just a pattern throughout relationships that I've had in my life, like with family or people I thought were my friends, people I've tried dating. And I ultimately, look inward. That's the first place I start. Let's say, if there's a disagreement between myself and another person, I will look at the entire situation. I will look at how that person feels and is behaving, how a situation is impacting me, but most importantly, in what ways have I contributed to this situation where now I'm a part of it? What ways can I see perspective differently? It is very difficult to come out of your ego. There's a lot of times where you are correct about the thing that's going on, but with that correctness, you can have an expanded perception. And I think that is the true way to growth, because you learn other people, you learn how to deal with them, you learn how to listen better, you learn how to respond instead of reacting, and learn how to give yourself patience throughout the whole situation and extend grace, right? With all this being said, respectfully, I respect this person as an individual because I have been in love with them. But someone that I shared my life with recently, I've just questioned the way that life has been taught to them, the way that they are coping with life to make it through. And one evident thing that I've noticed, respectfully, is that this individual will take a situation, make a very, for what they feel to be a consequential decision, right? They make that decision, and from the outside, and also knowing them and caring about them, I was able to see, like, hey, this is not the right way that you're going. And I'm not telling you how to live your life, but from observation, you have to have what they call observational awareness, something like that. It was like a word I learned yesterday, but essentially the same thing. Being self-aware, being aware of the situation, being aware of other perspectives, with a greater understanding of just what you want in a situation. So when trying to share that, you get met with a lot of pushback, a lot of judgment, because that person is feeling judged when in reality you're trying to help them. The thing is, we can't help a lot of people. Some people are set on literally making the most emotionally destabilizing choices, and just logically not the smartest choice. A lot of people make decisions based on immediate gratification. And why that's a problem is, yes, it's okay to feel gratification when you need it, right? there's nothing wrong with providing that to yourself, but there are ways, healthy ways to get that. When a person is just doing things because they want to be right, some people have lived a life before you where they were always wrong. So their goal is to always be right. If they feel like they're always right in the decisions they make, then, they're perfect and nobody can tell them otherwise. But that shuts them off from the opportunity of being educated and being another teachable person, being a great leader, all those things that are long term, because that person's only focusing on short term. And I'm trying to bring my thoughts back to myself, but essentially when you operate from that, you prevent yourself from asking important questions. One important question I can try to formulate here is, this decision that I'm making, this perspective that I'm having, how much of it is actually challenging me to go to the right direction? How much of it is my selfishness and my ego preventing me from being an expansive person and learning what life is really like? Because I saw this video yesterday about this guy named Joseph on Instagram. He talked about the power of perspective. If someone was standing beside the same car, but they were all at different points of the car and they were challenged to explain it, we're all going to have different answers. How can we apply that to life and the universe and the way that we're supposed to craft our path, right? How many questions can we ask ourselves to no longer be selfish? How much of just seeking only our perspective is going to get us as far as we are in our minds planning to go? If you think that it's very far, but you see that it's not, then you have to stop and reconsider where you've gone wrong. If you continue to run away from the truth, run away from inner reflection, you are not going to get anywhere. And it causes you to be very stoic, very rigid and selfish, and that benefits no one in the end. Maybe it'll get you somewhere, but it causes you to be manipulative, be thoughtless, I should say. It causes you to be erratic when things don't go your way. It causes you to be just an undesirable, unhealed, unhealthy person. If you only live life by your way, you have to ask for guidance in whatever it is that you believe in. Here are 3 things that I pointed out before going to bed last night. What's necessary in this life, and I'll explain why. 3 things, 3 core things. You might not have everything in life, but you need these 3 things: faith, patience, and integrity. You need faith to believe in your path. You need faith to believe in yourself and the things that you want to accomplish. It is a thing that motivates your soul to make the right choice. You need patience to be able to wait, not rush into things, to give yourself an opportunity to adequately think about a situation, what are your options, and why a certain choice is the best choice to make. It also provides you the opportunity to be a good listener. It provides you the opportunity to be a loving and safe space for yourself and for others. It allows for you to learn, pretty much. And you need integrity for good character. Integrity inspires all of these choices that you're making based on your patience and your faith. If you're sitting there and you're like, hey, this doesn't feel right to me, it allows for you to tap into your intuition, your logic thoughts, and your emotional thoughts at the same level. So if you have those 3 things, it allows for you to be a kind, genuine, intelligent, and healthy person. So you need just those 3 things, and you have to find ways to discover that: faith, patience, integrity. You could pray about it. You could meet different people and learn their perspectives. You can definitely, and that should be the core, take time for yourself and connect with your inner self. Question everything that you've learned. It might drive you a little crazy, but do it at a pace that gives you grace. And grace comes from patience. You can't rush these answers and thoughts, all those things. You can practice doing things for more than just yourself. This world is full of other people. Other people's feelings matter. Your feelings matter, but it doesn't trump the humanness, the humanity that is around us, right? So do things with the intention of just doing things. Even if that's just, holding a conversation with a stranger. Even if that's holding a door for an old lady. Even if it's waiting in line with the woman that has a family and she's trying to do everything by herself because her husband's not there. Like, simple things. Even if it's going back, reflecting on your choices, apologizing to yourself and to that person that you may have hurt. And if you're brave enough, asking them, am I able to help you heal that? Those are the ways that you become a great, intelligent, and wise person. So that's my lesson.